Hi, my name is Katie Wells, and I wanted to share some of my experience in working with Dr. Olga, specifically to improving and changing my voice. So, this is something I both literally and metaphorically felt like was a struggle for me throughout my life. I grew up with parents who were hard of hearing and didn't actually speak that much in my early childhood, and often felt sometimes like the words that I spoke weren't heard because they weren't. But I also noticed a pattern as I got older that my voice felt kind of timid and quiet and a little bit more monotone. And since I do a lot of speaking in my work, this was something I was consciously trying to work on. Throughout the years, I did things like take vocal lessons, work with speaking coaches, and I did see some small improvements from that. But I still felt like there was almost a strain on my voice or like something that was throttling it. I met Dr. Olga at a conference and had the chance to do several sessions with her specific to my voice. And what I found and learned was pretty incredible in my work with her. We found some genetic and generational unconscious programs that were actually affecting my voice that weren't even from my own experience in this life. So they weren't things I could have worked on in voice lessons or therapy. And in resolving those unconscious programs, I noticed changes in how my voice sounded and also metaphorical changes in my ability to use my voice to advocate for myself, to ask for things that I needed, to have hard conversations when I would have shied away from those in the past. And people who listen to my podcast have even commented in the difference in the sound of my voice, the confidence, the tone of it. There's more variation and intonation instead of it being as monotone. And I find I'm able to speak what feels like to me with more strength, but with just as much or perhaps even more kindness and love in my voice. And I'm excited to see how that will continue to ripple in my work with my podcast, but also more importantly in my relationships in my life with my children, with friends, with people that I love. So my experience with Dr. Olga was so fascinating and it opened my eyes to a whole area of work I never knew even to address before, and just how much things like our unconscious programs really can impact so many parts of our lives. So thank you, Dr. Olga, for that.